But I don't say I'm going to the dental hygienist. I'm going to the dentist, and then you go there and
the
dental hygienist does it all.
Yeah, the dentist comes in, looks at me, says, "You're good."
Yeah, but you don't if you're getting surgery, you don't. I'm going to like a orthopedic surgeon. You just I'm going to the doctors.
Yeah, it's like
if I'm getting surgery, I'm not saying, I just head to the doctor.
Yeah, what the hell? You're getting a heart transplant. Where are you headed?
Teddy had to go to the doctor the other day. Well, what do you have done? He had triple bypass. He had his heart ripped out.
He had a knee replacement.
No.
He just went to the doctor.
No, if I'm going to the doctors, I'm getting a little checkup. If I'm going to get surgery, I'm going to the surgeon.
Jeff, I was really thinking that when he said that. I was like, wait,
I think he's
would you
fucking
say
wrong.
that? I don't think I'd say that ever.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pine Room Podcast. Different format today. I don't know how long this is going to be. It might be short, might be long. I got myself in a different seat than I usually am. Usually I'm in the captain's seat, but I am in the in the what is this? A couch. I'm on the couch with myself, Jarrett, Cooley, and Say's here with us today.
Hello.
We got a new format. If you're just listening to this, it's not going to sound any different other than two new voices here that haven't been here in a while. But if you're watching it, you'll see that all four of us are nice and centered on camera, so you can see everybody. It's nice and pretty on here. And you can see everybody on camera, and it's nice. Go watch it on YouTube at the Pine Room Podcast. But we're here in the studio. All the guys are busy today, so we had to pull from our deepest lineup that we could find. Took a little convincing, but we are here, ready to go. We've been setting up. Well, I've been setting up for the past
about 2 hours. We got here at 3. It's about 5 o'clock.
Is it 5? It's 4:30.
4:39 on the dot.
That's not bad.
On a beautiful day in downtown Wheeling.
We were supposed to start at 3.
It's 4:30.
Yeah, 3.
All right. Well, it's 4:30.
Yeah, now we're not going to be able to get dinner after this.
Why not?
Why?
Because it's going to be too late.
No, it's not.
It's going to be past your
You
bedtime.
just can't eat? Or you're
No, it's
fasting?
going to be past your bedtime.
Shut up.
Cooley does sleep at like
You
8
do
o'clock.
sleep early. You do sleep early.
I'm a grown man nowadays.
Well,
A working man.
That is true. That is true.
If you're listening to this for the very first time, I don't know why you're listening to this for the first time ever, but if you are, go ahead and listen to all the stuff we've done. We're on the radio Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Mondays from 2 to 3, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 3. We talk about all kinds of stuff and have a bunch of callers. Go check out the new stuff in the store, thepineroomshop.com. We got a bunch of new gear in the store, a bunch of new stuff coming out.
Some swim trunks.
Yeah, swim trunks.
Yeah, swim trunks,
You need
fanny
some swim
pack,
trunks for your
shorts.
big pool.
Yeah, swim trunks, fanny pack. Say you rocked fanny pack before.
Say's a big sandal guy. Those sandals.
Oh yeah, slides.
They're
Slides.
very
Sandals
hot.
or slides?
Slides.
What's the
Slides.
difference?
Sandals are thongs.
Sandals are like the Jesus.
No, flip-flops, definitely.
Sandals are like the Jesus.
I've never known this, so I don't know.
I've
The-
always
the-
said sandals.
When I think of sandals, I think of the Roman eights.
I think of like
the-
a sandal as in like a nerdy 35-year-old dad that takes hikes.
I always thought those were flip flops because when you walk, they flop, like the ones with the toe.
I think those are like the foam based ones with like the middle thing.
What's the thong?
That's flip flops.
I think that's a flip flop.
Sandals was like Jordan sandals, like the one that just goes over the foot.
No, that's a slide.
I'd say that's a flip-flop too.
Yeah. Okay.
Flip-flop with a thong. I think with a thong definitely is
That's a
flip-flop. Yeah.
Because they flip.
I hate those.
But I don't know how anybody in the world would prefer those over
Can't
slides.
even move.
What
A thong over slides.
This
There's
is
no
what
way.
I this is what I say.
Those are mandals.
That's a sandal.
Those are what Jesus wore.
That's a sandal.
Those are mandals.
Yeah,
And
that's
when I
like-
say sandal, I mean like the old brown, like with the 4 straps over top of them.
Yeah, and that's
usually
like-
with people with fucked up toes.
yeah, and that's a guy. He's got jean shorts on with a white T-shirt, and he's
Taking
going
his kids
to.
to-
He's got a metal detector at the beach.
Yes, exactly. He's going on a hike or taking his kids to the ice cream shop.
He's got sunscreen on his face.
He's got
Yes, he's got a white. He's got a
Then
white
rub it in.
blonde.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry to anybody if you actually wear those.
Don't wear
There's
those.
some guy that
Please
looks
don't.
exactly like what we're talking
Yeah,
about. He's
sorry
like,
to you, Marvin.
Do you
He just turned off the podcast.
Name's Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin.
Do you ever look at people's feet that have those on, like the real?
Toenails are going left and right.
I refuse to wear stuff without socks, like sandals like that. I
Ugly
won't
feet.
unless I'm at the beach, like in the sand.
You should cover up your legs.
Yeah.
If you're watching it.
Yeah,
just
Joe, what
legs.
happened?
All right. So this one, on my right.
Oh, that's a hole in your leg.
They look like bullet wounds.
All right, so I have these huge wounds on my shins. So the first one, I was getting ready to go to a formal dance with my girlfriend Hannah, and I was bent down to get something, and I was walking through my room, and I have drawers underneath of my under my bed because I don't have a closet to put my clothes in. I just have drawers underneath my bed where I put all my stuff. And I had it pulled out like a little bit. And I hit my shin like full steam. Like I was going out of the room full speed, hit that shin. The very next day, I didn't push it in after I hit it the first time. I hit my other shin.
That's horrible.
This one's worse.
But then you pick them, don't you?
Yeah, it's bad.
And the other day, this is amazing. He has Evie, our dog, lick his wound, and as soon as she did that, my mom, I know she'll be listening to this, absolutely lost. Job, don't let her. She's got bacteria.
She said some lady's leg
Yeah, some
fell
lady
off.
lost her leg because her dog licked her leg, her leg wound.
Her leg wound.
I always was told that heals.
That's what I thought. I let Evie do that, or Maggie do that when we were kids all the time.
That explains all the scars you have up there.
They never heal.
My legs are always
You just got
fucked
skin
up.
sitting on that little thingy underneath your bed now.
Yeah, it's bad.
I feel like when you're a kid, you should always have skinned knees or like elbows or like cuts.
Not
or
her
something.
thumbs are like they got like what's it, like
These
carpal
damn-
tunnel.
This is a weird thing of mine. I like this is weird. I like when I watch videos, there's something about being hurt in the summer, falling, or like not getting hurt like where you're breaking a bone or
Rolling
falling
your
and
ankle?
like no, not even that. Like bumping, like scraping your knee, or like
like about it?
falling into a bush or something.
In the summer
like
only?
in the summer, that's like that's like it's summertime, or like falling off your bike or something.
Like you play a jailbreak.
Yeah,
and,
it's,
like,
yeah.
you
If you
get caught
fall,
by a bush.
yeah,
I
like in
understand.
summertime, there's like something about that's like, man, it's I'm young and it's summertime.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I
guess, but
kind
you
of
hate summer.
understand that.
Yeah, I don't like summer, but I mean,
So that was all just a lie.
The only time he likes summer is when he's in pain.
Yeah.
but like in summertime, getting hurt when it's warm weather is way better than getting hurt when it's cold.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Then again, I don't
either
know.
way,
I don't know how
right.
many times people get hurt all the time. But
Yeah, just every day.
Yeah, I mean, like, you like fall into a bush every day. I'd rather the bush have leaves than not have any leaves.
when we were talking about back a couple podcasts ago, we were talking about I can't remember. Do you remember when he threw logs into the fire and they had poison ivy on
The smoke went up, right?
the smoke? You want to talk about
Well,
that?
yeah, we at the Pine Room, why this all started, we burnt logs that had poison ivy vines on them, and it got into the smoke, and Coach had to take off work the next day because his eyes were swollen shut. I don't even know that's swollen. What would I guess it would be swollen. He had like oozing.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah, and I got it too bad.
It's talking about injury. We talked about somebody being hungover. Oh, we were talking last podcast. We were talking about being hungover as you get older. Is it harder when you wake up? What's the worst time you've ever been hungover, and how bad was the next day?
Oh man.
Oh, I know mine for sure.
There's one we can't bring up yet.
Okay, yeah. We'll save that.
But I would say,
I don't know. I guess we okay, we'll save it. We'll
we
save
should plan
it.
that.
Yeah.
So I would say my worst was definitely my 21st.
Had to be.
Well, I remember videos of you, and you look like a zombie.
Oh, dude, my head the next day was literally throbbing.
Yeah,
bad.
what happened? What were you doing? Where were you? Were in Pittsburgh, right?
We were celebrating my 21st
Yeah,
birthday.
and I was so upset because I wasn't 21 yet and I couldn't be there.
Yeah, we were, dude. I'm telling you right now, the friends that I went with was Say, Soup, Earl, Nick. I mean, everybody.
Loopy.
Those dudes literally tried to murder me.
We did. It was like we didn't even understand the body can't
Like
take as much as like. I'm not kidding you. We spent over like $300 on him. Just by
Did you say
You
did
shouldn't
you
be
say
alive.
you would
Yeah.
vomit in every bar that you went to, and then you'd come
go to
back
the
out?
bathroom.
I'd throw up. I'd come back up, and someone would hand me a lemon drop shot. The crowd.
Here's the thing that is amazing to me. Didn't they get you? Didn't they try to get you fucked up? So because you couldn't get in the casino,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Because
That's
your
how
ID
they-
wasn't right. So they got you fucked up enough to go back to the hotel and fall asleep and leave you there.
Yeah.
So they could
Yeah.
go to the casino.
Yeah.
So think about it. I mean, that's fun. You could have.
I could have died. That's why I could have
Didn't Nick stay with you though?
No, he went to the
He
casino. I
took you
think.
there though. He took
Nick
him.
and Soup took it.
But they took you back and then just left you dead on the bed.
Yeah. They went
So
to the
you could
casino.
go. So they could go to the casino.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
mean, that's kind of fucked up.
And then how'd you feel the next day?
Terrible. I felt like. Have you seen the pictures of me? My eyes were literally like swollen.
Oh, is
shut.
that the one? Have I seen
I was
pictures
wearing
of
the
you?
Baker Mayfield hoodie and
When you had your
my
hood
eyes-
up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was gonna
yeah,
be
I
a
remember
Saturday
that.
picture.
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah.
of that, Saturday pictures going to go on shirts here real soon.
Oh yeah,
It'll be
explain
available.
what is that? Explain
Yeah, so
that.
real quick before we get into our other hangover, we if you don't follow us on Instagram, go follow us right now immediately. Just pause this, go follow. Well, actually, you guys, you can still listen. But we came up with the idea of. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Almost Friday pictures. What we came up with, since our slogan is it Friday or is it Saturday yet? That we would put these pictures on Instagram of us, just random pictures. I don't know, of us, celebrities. And it just says Saturday on it. They're pretty funny pictures. So we decided that we're going to put them on some shirts, and I don't know if they're going to be. We haven't decided. They're going to be limited editions.
It's like a bi-weekly thing. Like
Yeah,
you
so I don't
got
know if we're
like,
gonna do, like-
2 weeks to get your shirts, or
Yeah.
maybe a week.
I think we're going to do. I think 2 weeks probably. That they'll be available. I think.
Yeah,
maybe-
because by the time if we put it in the store, then by the time, no, maybe we'll do a week. I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know. We
figure it
can't decide. We'll see how it goes at first. It'll be, but collect them all. They'll be like trading cards.
out. Pokemon cards.
Maybe somebody will email
Oh,
us.
real quick. Sorry to bring this up. Did you know that did you see this thing in the news? Hasbro, the company that owns
Power Rangers.
owns action figures. They own Wizards of the Coast, which owns Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. They own G.I. Joe and all kinds of like little My Little Pony, like all kinds of different brands. So Hasbro, and we'll get back to hangover stories here in a second, but I got to bring this up because I just learned about it and I couldn't find any news stories about it. Hasbro owns Magic the Gathering, and Magic the Gathering card releases are like a huge thing. It's like a massive thing when cards get released, and like stores will limit you to how many cards you can get. Because if you go to Walmart, look behind like the customer service desk, it'll have a sign that says like limit like 5 packs per customer. And so Wizards of the Coast, who owns Magic the Gathering, is coming out with a new package of cards called something about the machine, Way of the Machine or something like that. I can't exactly remember the name of it. But they released this card pack early to one guy. One guy got a box of cards early, 2 weeks early than when it's supposed to come out. And Wizards of the Coast hired the Pinkertons, which are like not gangsters, but they're like a
Bunch of killers.
they're like they're the bad guys in Red Dead Redemption. That's how these are real people, like the Pinkertons, and they're like private investigators. They raided this dude's home. Hasbro hired this group, the Pinkertons, to raid this guy's home and take the cards back.
Oh my god!
Sounds illegal.
They
as hell.
terrorized his family.
Wait,
in.
But I thought they gave it. They gave it to him.
No,
right?
so what happened was somebody at a warehouse or a game shop
Send it to him.
accidentally. There's two card packs that have similar names. Like it's like Way of the Machine, like Aftermath, and then Way of the Machine. And Way of the Machine Aftermath has already been out. Way of the Machine. It's probably not the name of it. I'm butchering it, but they sent him this pack accidentally, thinking it was the other one. And when he posted something online, Hasbro hired the Pinkertons to go to his house and raid his house with his family, his kids, and his pets there.
I mean, is that even legal?
It can be.
I don't know.
No way.
I have no idea. I don't know many details about it.
Hasbro did
Hasbro, not the government. Hasbro hired the Pinkertons. I'll look
They
up some
created
more
the
stuff.
Power Rangers.
Imagine being the guy that outside gave the cards out.
He's probably,
Yeah, that
he's
guy should
probably
be.
dead.
That guy should be killed.
He probably will
might
be
be
dead.
dead.
He might be
Yeah,
dead.
wait, did the guy die? Did the one guy die?
No, they just
They
Broke-
just took
they
the
broke
cards?
his jaw.
They
Yeah,
said
they
last
broke
month-
all of his
He
arms
probably
and his
threw his
legs.
clothes all over the floor. His
Yeah.
dress was all
Ripped his
destroyed.
house apart.
His bed sheets are all over the place.
I
It says
can't even-
this guy's name was the guy who collects his name's Dan Cannon. He's a YouTuber, and his name on YouTube is Old School Magic the Gathering. Was met with figures from the 175-year-old paramilitary organization knocking on their door. So he I guess he had some video that he released about the Magic the Gathering place, and the detective agency went there to literally shake the guy down and give his cards back.
Wow.
That's insane.
Not stuff.
What would they have done if he just ripped him in half already?
Probably,
He did
they probably
that.
kill him.
That's the only reason he's alive. So if he ripped him, he'd be dead.
Anyway, back to hangover stories. What you knew yours?
Oh, I
off
know
the
mine
bat.
for sure.
and I know yours.
Yeah,
too.
Wait, is this the one?
Best party in
That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
too.
when we obviously all four of us lived together in West Lib, and there was a party across the street from our house one time, and it was nice because we didn't have to drive, we didn't have to worry about getting rides, anything. So I was like, oh, perfect. And this I'd say was the first time that I really drank, and the way we were talking about it, I think last podcast, the worst thing in the world is when you lay down and the spins start going, and
I like him.
and we just kept drinking and I laid down to go to bed that night, and the spins happened, and I ended up sleeping on the bathroom floor
I woke up.
I couldn't stop throwing up, and I woke up and my eyes, from me straining up from throwing up so much, my eyes were like fucked up, like
they were swollen shut. He looked like he got stung by bees.
and I had to wear sunglasses.
He
all
wore.
day.
I'll never forget. We had a Pine Room Saturday because the party was on Friday, I think. And we were in the Pine Room, and everybody was there. He came walking in with these glasses on.
I looked blind.
He looked like Stevie Wonder. He had these big ass glasses
Yeah,
on.
I had a stick that I was
that same party, I got hammered
You
too.
were so mad at him at that party because when we were all in a circle, like I forget what
Oh.
song was it?
Oh.
Dreams and Nightmares came on or
Yeah.
something, and he's jumping and he
I
got a
was-
beer.
Everybody in that house was jumping. The floor was.
The floor was like a trampoline.
Yeah.
Jared's throwing beer
He
up
was
in
throwing,
there.
I was soaked. He soaked me.
We have funny videos
Yeah,
from that.
yeah.
night.
I
And-
was acting a fool.
And I think I remember I was the only reason the guy who owned the place got mad wasn't because the amount of people, but people were jumping off the porch. And that
Like
was
a
it.
balcony.
Yeah. And then I remember I was drinking a watermelon Captain Morgan out of some pipeliner's
Oh.
truck.
A watermelon Captain
That
Morgan.
sounds
What?
disgusting.
That
Yeah.
that
You
mean
sounds-
moonshine?
How did you
No.
get hooked up with that guy?
I don't know. I was walking. He said, "Hey, you want some of this?" And I
Watermelon
wanted to
Captain
decline.
Morgan.
Yeah, it was in a. It looked like a watermelon. It was like a ball. It was a watermelon Captain Morgan. But my worst one, I really have.
Oh my god, that
Yeah, that's exactly it right there. Yeah,
instantly
pull it
popped
up.
up.
yeah. You got to switch to the. Oh, it's not.
Oh.
It's not set
Hold on,
up.
we'll
Anyway,
pull it up
we'll pull it
later.
up after the break. But yeah, watermelon smash. Yeah, I remember drinking that out of the back of his
That
truck.
actually looks like a watermelon.
He could have drugged me and murdered me, and
It
I
looks
would
like
have
a
had no
bomb.
idea.
He went out on
a
top.
watermelon bomb.
Yeah. Worst I really haven't been super hungover before. The worst drunk I've ever been was for probably one of the second times I've ever drank was my when I was 18, and it was Thanksgiving.
I'm calling the police.
And yeah, don't do that.
Underage drinker over here.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving, and my uncle was giving me wine, and I just kept drinking this wine from this jug, and I blacked out and woke up the next day, have no idea what happened.
It was bad.
No idea.
Yeah, well, he went to throw up, I think, I believe in the party, and somebody grabbed
No, it
a
was-
bugle bowl that had bugles in it, and he gave it to him. But I actually don't think he threw
I
up.
was about to say.
I remember
and
the
then-
last thing I said. I was talking about Brianna Tarth from Game of Thrones. And that's the last thing I remember.
I remember the whole thing. Guy to drive home, and he's in the back seat. We got a trash bag. He's throwing up in the back. I'm trying to drive. I didn't even have my license, I don't think, at the time.
Oh, my God.
Maybe I did. I had to if I was 18. But he's in the back with a trash bag throwing up. My mom's screaming about because we forgot something inside, and then my dad's trying to get him not to throw up on the floor, and then
It's just chaos.
I remember
But-
waking up the next day and I felt great. I felt awesome. And then it took me a couple minutes to realize, like, yesterday was a massive day. Like, it was horrible. Yeah, that's my ocean. What do you say?
I have a few, but I always think of the party that we were talking about at West Lib.
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, because we walked across the street to get home, I remember getting back and thinking, like, this is it.
Like death?
Yes. Like, because it was like so, like, I remember I had like some weird Halloween mask on.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping up and
It's the
down.
black mask.
Yes, it was just the craziest thing, and like everybody was so nuts that I don't even know how much I was drinking, but my body felt so affected. I remember laying in bed like,
This is it.
this is it. And I woke up and I remember I didn't leave that same, like, I was in the corner rolled up and I just stayed like that for hours and hours.
You always got to put your foot on the ground when you're spinning. They say
To
that.
ground yourself?
Really?
Yeah, that's what they say. If you're spinning, put your foot on the ground. Don't lay on the bed.
I don't think that helps me.
I always try.
Don't lay on the bed.
Well, like if you're laying down, have a foot like on the ground.
I've never heard of that before. Well, I'm gonna have to try that. I feel like there's nothing like when you're hungover, sitting inside all day and not doing a thing.
Oh, it's the best.
Especially if it's raining
Especially when
or
there's
something.
football.
Some rain.
Football, yeah. If there's
Sunday
football
football.
on or something to watch, and then you can get some greasy food.
This says couple cures to hangovers.
They
if
say
you listen
greasy
to
food
this.
actually does not help you.
Really?
Yep.
It probably
It
does.
just
It
tastes
tastes
good.
good as shit.
What's your go-to meal?
Recently, I've been on a kick of getting a Sheetz breakfast sandwich with hash browns. I don't know why. It
Big McDonald's
has
yeah.
been my go-to for some reason. Get Sheetz and then stop at Starbucks.
Do
Has
you
been
believe
my-
in
my
that mixing
cure.
alcohol makes it worse?
Absolutely.
I
think
I'm
so.
so back and forth. I like for a while it was like it definitely was affecting me, but then it was like, wait, no, I've been drinking beer and then shots, and
Yeah.
back and forth, and it's like,
Well, because you're gonna get to the same place regardless. You're gonna get
but
fucked.
I think it's the
Maybe-
point of your stomach
Like
not
not
reacting.
handling it?
Yeah.
I'll say
Oh
this.
my god, the recent time that on your Snap memories at the football house.
Yeah,
That was that was
I think
strictly.
you were chugging, or not chugging.
Was that in that
taking
bathroom?
Jack Daniels.
We were outside over at by the tennis courts. That house.
And what were you doing? You were
I was throwing up.
Say he was a mess, dude. I'd never see him throw. We all know he's a tank. Like,
Yeah.
he was.
I was bad
He
throwing
threw
up.
up, man. I was like, I had to record it. It was
because
like a moment, it was
that's
a moment in
monumental.
history.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen.
It was bad. Like, and I really can't remember if I drank that much, but it was like I remember we drank beers, and then we went to that party and we were shots and different types of shots. So maybe that's what really.
Yeah.
I'll say this,
I think mixing definitely does.
it's hard to know because every time we drink, we're always mixing. So
Yeah,
like, I don't really know
you're right.
if
Well,
it even bothers me
I-
because I've never not mixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know for myself, as soon as shots come out, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
done.
you do.
As soon as like tequila, that's it.
I know
I'm done.
that Coach, my dad, does not like. He always talks shit on people that take shots,
Shot,
saying,
yeah.
"Why does anybody do shots?" I think they're fun.
They're awesome.
They
Oh
are.
yeah,
I
they're
just
fun,
think it's
yeah.
like so fun when you come up to me at the bar, you go here and you just hand me something, either green tea or something.
Green tea's good.
I think it's so much fun to get a group of guys.
It is.
Because I mean, you're gonna get drunk. It's just that, and he says, well, what's the point of getting drunk to just get drunk? That's the whole point. Is just to get hammered.
Coach coming from Coach.
I know. That's
know.
what I told him.
He'll drink 40 beers.
He used to take a flask of McMaster's into a Mountaineer game and drink drink the whole thing, and then he would drink those big the big things at the Pens game, the
period beers.
Yeah, giant period beers just to drink it. Then he would drink the whole way home after the game.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with him is he hates on it, but he's the first one to come out with a tray of shots and say,
Because
everybody take one.
He knows the vibes it brings.
Yeah.
Well,
just
that's the
elevates
thing.
everything.
The other day, I guess they were down at it was Kentucky Derby Day. They were taking whiskey shots, and he didn't. He didn't deny it. He did not take it because that's the thing. When you hand him a shot, he's not. I say, what the fuck?
Yeah. Me and Joe will chug Twisted Tea or something. He'd be like, really?
Yeah,
why are you doing that?
Get a cup of ice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Another thing that pisses him off is when we go anywhere without a cooler.
Oh,
he gets so mad about
Like
that.
our group never is like prepared for
Never.
stuff like that.
Kroger bag, that's my cooler.
Yeah, you always bring Kroger bag.
Kroger bag.
Because
and then-
I think at that point, like if you're at a party and you're drinking like that, it's not really to enjoy it. It's like not to savor the beer and have a nice cold beer. It's just get it in as quick as you can.
CPSD this summer, I am bringing a cooler.
CPSD.
Yes.
I think, actually, when I go to your house, I bring a backpack cooler usually.
Yeah.
That can't
But that's a little different because you're just
we'll
hanging
be out
out
at the pool.
Yeah.
But maybe that'll change once we get older. We'll become cooler guys.
I don't know how many more house parties I have in me.
Well,
I don't know.
we're not going to. I mean, not saying house parties, but
But I'm saying
I don't even think that we
We
can
don't even
have
do
house
house parties.
anymore.
We just do little get-togethers now.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're too old for that.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
I'm bald at this point.
I wish. I wish you were.
One day, do you think you're gonna buzz it all?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your options? You either can go bald,
Yeah.
like fully, and embrace the bald, or you get a hairpiece, or
Wait, hold on, real quick. That might have to go on a shirt. Embrace the ball.
embrace the
Yeah.
bald.
Don't put a
bald.
picture of me on that fucking
Embrace
shirt.
the bald.
Do not fucking do
And it's you. Give it a thumbs up. Either embrace the bald, you get a hairpiece that just kind of sticks onto your head,
Like a
or
hair-
you get
Jesus Christ.
like
Listen to me.
Transplant?
Cooley is going to fight for his life
No, I'm
with his
not.
hair. He is not going to go bald until he has to.
No, I'm gonna say this: if I have like the horseshoe or like the big,
Don't ever.
bald
No,
spot,
not that bad. You won't wait that long.
like
Yeah.
Thomas
Plus,
Jefferson.
hey,
like,
you have a good beard, so like,
that
Well,
helps.
and
That's 'cause
you have a
gravity's
good
pulling it down.
You have a good head. You have a good head shape. Your head's a good
Does he?
shape.
I don't know. I
I don't know. No, I'm saying anybody. I don't know if you know until you're bald.
No, you got a good head shape. You got a good. You have a
haven't seen
slender
it.
head.
Jubb knows good head
I know a
size.
good head size. My head's massive.
seen a lot of heads.
Yeah, my head's just enormous.
When's the last time you got a haircut?
Oh, it's been at least 2 years, at least.
He's too lazy to get a haircut.
I always think about it at the beginning of the day, and then by the time I get home, it's like,
Every day you think of it?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Every
Today's the day
day.
I get a haircut.
Pretty much. Like,
Today's the day I'm going to get a haircut.
Yeah.
Well, I got up
It's just
at 10.
I just put it up anyway. I don't ever wear it down. It's too hot to wear
He
it
took
down
a shower today.
You act like I know. You act like I'm some hog.
Good job.
So-
Some hard.
He bathes in mud.
I like showers. I like showers.
Hot or cold?
Oh, hot.
Oh,
Like,
God.
Jubb gets blisters from it, I
like
bet.
bad
You know what
hot.
I've always wondered? Are you sweating in a hot tub? Like the body
Yeah.
that's in the water.
I think
Is it
probably.
sweating?
I sweat in the shower sometimes.
Well, yeah, it sounds
So
like
you
your
clean?
showers are
Yeah,
hot.
huh?
Did you even get clean now?
Yeah, but you allow it to steam, and then when it's ready, then you give the whole whoosh, the whole wash down. You ever do like there's different grades of showers.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna do like a full body grind or scrub every time.
You
like
don't?
brush your teeth like 3
What?
times.
What the fuck?
Brush your teeth.
Hold on,
we
time.
gotta
Wait.
figure
Now
out-
listen, just let me make my point. You're not going to have a full body grind or scrub session in a shower every single time. You get in, quick hair, quick body,
Touch them nuts.
get in and out in the crevices, and then you're done.
Ew.
But sometimes you go in there, you get everything. You go tip of the fingers, tip of the toes, all the way up, back of the legs, brush the teeth. So like for me, I'll brush my hair in the shower, like get all my dead hair out, like scrub the hair a couple times, and I'll do it a couple times too. Like I'll scrub a couple times.
If
Like,
I brushed my hair in the shower, I'd walk out bald. I'd be terrified.
A full. I mean, I think
Like
I
a
do a
gr-
grinder every time.
No,
Yeah,
but
so do I.
no,
I knew you guys were gonna say that, and I get what Jub's saying.
but like you're not in there with the loofah
Well, I
going
guess it
to every
depends on
nook
my
and cranny of
Well,
your body.
sometimes if I got to take a quick shower, I mean, I won't be like. I mean, I'm still gonna.
Yeah, no, you get it, but like,
I don't wash my
do you
hair
do,
every time.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
do
shower.
a do you do a loofah every time you shower?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Every time.
Every
Yeah,
time.
100%.
I don't.
Unless I don't have
I just
it, like,
hand it up.
then I just
hand
use
it
my
up.
hand.
That's barbaric. That's
It
actually
gets
barbaric.
sudsy anyway.
What?
Yeah, but you
If
probably,
you do
you
hand-
probably run
Well,
out of
sometimes
soap.
you have to.
Oh.
I got a hotel. They don't.
Here's
always,
the thing.
Like, you're just gonna use a rag.
I rag at the.
I
hotel.
hate
I hate
rags.
rags.
Rags are
You hate
gross.
them?
Oh, I
Rags are
absolutely-
gross.
Why?
I can't hand wash.
They don't. I'd say a hand's more effective than a rag.
No, because then you suds it
but
up.
The feeling of a rag, it's like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
like a. It's
I
like
get
a.
the- I get the
like a big
feeling
scab
for it.
on
hand,
you.
I'd feel if I
That's-
use my
wet
It's like a
sandpaper.
big wet scab, like like
You pick that.
if
off.
I use my hands every time, I'd feel like a
every
Neanderthal, like an
time.
ape. I'd feel like
you get in there, just shush, 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 shush.
yeah.
Get in there.
You
Nah,
guys
I'm-
you get your toes whenever you wash.
oh yeah,
I don't.
everything.
I don't scrub my
I feel like Jeb
toes.
would forget.
Why would I scrub my toes? They're
I knew
in the
you would.
base of all the water anyway.
Yeah, all the dirt.
Yeah, the
Well,
dirt.
yeah, no, I
water.
scrub my hell,
You gotta touch them up.
yeah. You
What-
gotta,
what's the routine? Do you wash your hair first?
Always
then body,
hair
or-
first.
yeah, I go hair first.
Always hair first, because if you do body and then hair, all the goo goes down back on your body again.
Like you're like doing
Yeah,
that. Like
I
nasty.
go hair, beard, body, and then
Hey, one thing people got to overlook: back of the ears is a real thing.
yeah.
100% real
hell
thing. Because
yeah.
sometimes, like, I won't get it,
You can
and
tell.
I'll be out
it's
like, "Oh,
grimy.
Jesus!"
It's grimy.
Like,
it's
Yeah,
grimy.
it's grimy
no.
for sure.
Yeah, it is a back there.
no, but like a day, like if maybe
When he
I
goes
don't know
about 4 days.
how people are gonna think I'm some filthy animal.
You got like
I
a
shower every
society of
day.
Germs back
I
there.
shower every day. But
Back of the ears is nasty.
But like sometimes I'll
Shower every
wash my hair and I'll just forget to get the behind my ears, and then like later in the day I'm like, oh, I gotta get back
There was one
there.
time when you were a kid. I don't know why I remember this. You took a shower and you put like soap in your hair and you didn't wash the soap out.
Oh yeah, and then I probably
and
dried
you were
out.
mad.
Well, yeah,
What?
Because we said, Jeb, I think you didn't wash your hair out. Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And
And
yeah,
you probably had dandruff all over. the place.
yeah.
yeah, because if you wash your hair, you put soap in it, you don't wash it out, it gets all like
Flaky.
Crusty.
Yeah,
flaky
yeah.
and tacky.
You were like 10 at the time, so like you get a pass. But
I shower.
you're
Don't
crazy.
think I don't shower. I shower.
You've been on this podcast and said you don't brush your teeth. So
No, that's not what I said. That was not the point of my. What was my point?
don't
You
know.
said
You don't know.
you said that you don't brush your teeth like maybe twice a day.
No. Oh,
And you
I
said-
said I'm not
Or
like.
you don't brush as much as like I do.
I won't-
And I chip my tooth and you didn't.
No, I said like my dad, who brushes his teeth 3 times a day, like before and after, or after every meal, has had cavities. Whereas like I don't. I brush mine twice a day, if max, and I have never had an issue with my teeth. Dentist says I'm perfect, absolutely flawless.
you don't go to the
Perfect.
dentist
I love
do
the dentist.
I do the whole
That's
works every
weird.
day.
Why is that weird?
to love it.
Don't you like?
Yeah, when I get my teeth
And I
cleaned,
know
that's
you
nice
can vouch
feeling.
for this. Say, I know you can vouch for this. Having, not in a weird way, having somebody touch you like.
Oh, we
like
talked about this. Jesus Christ.
Keep going.
Having
yeah,
some-
finish that sentence.
We talked
having somebody touch you like and just kind of like do their job, like whether it's
Yes,
dentists or
yes.
masseuse or a doctor.
Yeah, getting a haircut.
There's something about
like that.
there's something about that that's comforting to like to me at least. I know people hate the dentist, but
Dude, when they put those needles into your teeth, that shit hurts.
what?
Like
fuck
little-
dentist
like
are
little
you
hook.
going to?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
hook. Yeah.
okay. Needle.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a syringe. I'm like, yeah.
Like that little hook, dude, when they cut your gum. though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you
I've
gotta
had
have
a
a good,
de-
you gotta have a steady hand.
What are the nurses that do it before
a
you?
dental hygienist?
Well, what's the
A dental hygienist, and then a dentist comes in at the end.
I don't understand that either.
I don't either. I agree.
Well, the dental,
What's the
teacher and a
dentist do
principal.
though?
What do you mean?
But I don't say I'm going to the
dentist-
dental hygienist. I'm going to the dentist, and then you go there and
dental hygienist
the
does it all.
yeah, the
feels
dentist comes in, looks at me, says,
Yeah.
"Ah, you're good."
yeah, but you don't like if you're getting surgery. You don't. I'm going to like a orthopedic surgeon. You just I'm going to the doctors.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, if I'm getting surgery, I'm not saying, oh, yeah, I just head to the doctor today.
yeah, what the hell? You're getting a heart transplant. Where are you headed?
Yeah, Teddy had to go. Teddy had to go to the doctor the other day. Well, what do you have done? He had triple bypass. He had his heart ripped out.
He had a knee replacement.
No.
He just went to the doctor.
No, if I'm going to the doctors, I'm getting a little checkup. If I'm going to get surgery, I'm going to the surgeon.
Jeff, I was really thinking that when he said that. I was like, wait, like,
I think he's
would you
fucking
say
wrong.
that? Yeah. I don't think I'd say that ever.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, just got done grinding the gnar out there on the surf. Figured I'd get my rounds in on the old skatey board. What's up with that totally lame drip drop you're wearing, man? You gotta get fresh, my homie. Good thing the Pine Room Shop has some sick new merch to splurge out on this summer. Look at this sick new fanny pack to keep my snacky poos in. Oh, and these swim trunks? Yeah, Pine Room Shop's got them too. How about these sick Pine Room slide flippity flops for my little footsies? Yeah, go to the Pine Room Shop right now, my home slice, and get that new gear. Cha! I'm gonna go throw down a boneless backside burley. Hopefully I don't break my brain bucket. Later, dude!
One of our things on the list is this shocking moment: student pepper sprays teacher who confiscated her phone.
Hey, thanks
Jared's
to Matt.
got it pulled up.
Thanks to Matt, by the way, for getting us prepared, even though he's in Ocean City.
Yeah, I hope he's having a good vacation.
He's there for 2 weeks. I think he had fridge issues yesterday.
Yeah, his fridge bubbled up.
Yeah, his fridge.
Or sorry, the floor underneath the fridge bubbled up because there's water.
There was like a
leaking
leak
out
in
or
it.
something.
Okay, but thanks to Matt. We love you. You're the
Have to
man.
drink some warm beer.
Mace? Nah, Mace is crazy. Nah, Mace is crazy. Nah.
Listening to this, there's the I think you said this, Jub, but apparently a student pepper sprayed one of her teachers for taking her phone. But we're gonna play this.
Coles, what would you do? The kid pepper sprayed you?
I'd probably cry.
Give me my phone.
Oh.
What are you?
So this guy takes this girl's phone, and then he turns to kind of walk into the hallway, and she comes up behind him and sprays him in the eye. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. I thought that was going to be a lot more dramatic.
He didn't react really.
That must be some pretty shitty pepper spray, or she missed her.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of was turned away.
I'll tell you this.
But
I've been a part of
Pepper spray?
Yeah.
You've felt like the effects of pepper spray?
At a party.
At that party, yeah.
There's a party.
Oh.
And
Yeah, leave
not to make
names out.
details, but pepper spray got put in the air.
Somebody was spraying it
something was going on crazy.
Yeah.
And it got sprayed, and I literally it didn't hit me or nothing. So I'm not thinking anything of it. All of a sudden, I'm like, my wrist is burning, and somehow
Really?
my wrist was just in the area, and there's this spot, and I was like, oh, I'm burnt. It was no, it was the spray was literally burning my wrist.
I didn't know it does
I
that.
can't even imagine that. And then think about that in your eyeballs. I'd like to talk to Red because I think Red's been pepper sprayed before.
Red and Jake Lang.
Yeah, I think
We
they
could
both
always call him.
Yeah, we might have to give Red a call later. Red is our dear friend.
Yeah, I'm sure
he's in the
he'll
Air Force.
divulge.
Yeah, he's not a very bright fella.
Well, I wouldn't say he's no.
I think we don't know. We need to give him a heads up.
Yeah. No, but cool. So what would you do? What did you say you do if you got
I was
pepper spray?
thinking, I don't know what I would do. What do you do?
Do you have the right to fight back?
No, you could never hit a student, but
But I'm saying if you were out in the hallway, you took someone's phone and you got pepper sprayed in the eyeballs bad.
I'm just grabbing the walkie, calling the cop. That's
I
about
guess
all
so.
I can do.
Yeah,
I can't just turn around and hold a student.
Like somebody maybe will stop it from burning the rest of your face off.
She just
Lovely.
does pepper spray in the whole hallway. I mean, I don't know. You can't really do much. Yeah,
I think you should be able to kick or something.
Kick.
kick it right in the shin.
Kick.
Yeah,
Is that what you learned in your training?
Just kick it right in the shin.
In
I did learn how to put like kids in like movements where they can't like attack you back, but they didn't teach me how to handle pepper spray.
Yeah, there's another thing on our news here. Did you guys see that these two Philly inmates escaped prison?
Silly?
No, Philadelphia.
yeah, they're silly. Silly.
Well, they are
silly prisoners.
They are. They're silly fellas.
Silly guys.
Yeah.
They escaped.
I believe they got through a gate or something that was like kind of messed up, or they got through like a faulty lock. And these two guys escaped.
It says the second inmate who broke out of the Philadelphia Correctional Center is 24-year-old Nasir Grant. Police say he was held on narcotics. Scroll down.
He killed people. One of them killed someone when they
They
escaped.
killed 3 people.
I'm trying to see if we can find any details on this. There's a police chief talking about it. Oh, here it goes. So, according to Commissioner, the Philadelphia Industry Correctional Center became aware of the two escaped prisoners around 3 p.m. Monday after a head count took place. We had 2 individuals that were not accounted for. They were going back through the process to see if they 3 count. Blah, blah, blah.
You know how crazy you got to be to like, okay, I finally escaped prison. What am I gonna do? Go kill 3 more people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what they were in there for.
Well, no, he says he was in there for
Drugs.
narcotics.
Oh, and then he just goes out and yeah.
It says they should have armed. There should have been armed officers on the outer perimeter. There were no armed officers on the outer perimeter, and there hasn't been armed officers on the outer perimeter for months.
That's
ain't
how.
right.
Well, there's that goes.
Yeah, so there wasn't
People
very good
weren't doing their
supervision here.
jobs.
That's crazy. Cooley, your mom, right? Didn't she have an experience with an escaped?
I think I've said this on here before.
Yeah, so someone escaped from prison, and she was washing dishes at nighttime, and they'd heard about it, I guess, but she's washing dishes, and then in front of the sink, there's like a window that you can see out, and it's pitch black, and she's washing, and she looks up, and there's a face in the window staring back at her, and it was the prisoner that escaped.
Dude, I literally have chills.
I'd burn the house down or something. I don't know. I'd have to lock all the doors.
Your only safe place.
Just so they don't know where I live anymore. It'd be so terrifying.
If you had to escape prison, how do you think you would do it?
Escape prison. I think I'd get the spoon and start carving out the wall. Put the poster over it.
Right.
Wait, I'd like to have. I wish Matt was here because Matt likes prison escapes.
You gotta pull a Dahmer. You gotta try to make someone fall in love with you. Not Dahmer.
Oh, like a police officer?
Bundy.
Or,
Yeah, like someone that could get you
Like an
out.
inside guy.
Yeah.
That's the only reasonable way.
I think I could raise somebody up enough to do that.
There's no way I could
You'd
do
be
it.
in there forever.
I'd give up. I'd give up. There's no way there's no possible way you're getting out. And even if you get out, you're not going to be out forever. They're going to find you. They're just going to get. I ain't making it. Where am I going to go?
I don't know.
Tahiti?
Yeah, you'd be better off just staying in there.
Just keep me in
I don't
there.
know
Give me a
about
good
that.
book.
Just go back to Wheeling.
Yeah, I don't know.
stay
That'd be
in
good.
if you
Yeah.
can get
Well, it
out.
depends on where I am. If I'm in like a Swedish prison, then I'm good.
They'd probably
I'd
raid the
live in
studio
there.
here.
Oh, they would. Everything would be gone. Talk about burning stuff down. Everything could get burned down. I don't know. I would just well, number one, I don't know what I'd ever be put in prison for.
Getting those magic cards.
Oh yeah. So if I go in there for that, I'd probably get the shit beat out of me for a couple weeks. People bully me in there. I don't know.
Do you think if you had to go to prison, like, what's your strategy? Like, are you gonna go in and just beat up, try to start a fight with like the scariest dude inside the town?
I think I'd try to make friends.
No.
I'd try to make.
The hell is that kind of plan? You go in there and start a fight.
Once you get knocked out.
Yeah, you start the tone that you're gonna fight everybody, and everybody's gonna want to fight you.
I'd be stabbed by the third.
I'd just try to be. I'd try to be like a big.
I'd become the prison Steph Curry. I would just shoot basketball all day. But I don't think you can do that. I think that's only
they would
certain.
not let you hoop.
Oh my god,
Everyone
they see
can,
me.
but
Oh god,
I would try to be like.
I do push-ups every day.
I try to be nice to all. Well, no, because then if I'm a white guy,
too nice,
being too nice to different people, and then I got the Aryan Brotherhood gonna come after me and rip my head off in my cell.
How the fuck do they know that?
Huh?
Well, no.
How do they know you're being nice?
Well, like if
If
they
you
see me
know
out
that-
on like the yard or
Talking
something,
to
like
people
talking
that aren't
to
white dudes,
yeah,
yeah.
talking to like different groups of people, then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna have my head.
They're cut your foot off.
They're gonna staple my arms to the back of my head or something, and then
Just talk to the head honcho, give him like an extra biscuit or something. See if
the head honcho of what the prison
Yeah,
or
like you find out who like top dog is and be like, hey, like have half my lunch.
They'll probably
every
just shatter your throat.
Then he just
one punch.
day. They'd probably, yeah, they'd stab me.
Then I have to give him my treat my
Your
Treat,
what?
Your treat.
my lunch every day. I don't get to eat.
Is that where you were heading with that?
No.
Oh
It was not.
No.
I was prison. Think about prison. Like being in prison is like the scariest thing to me. Like you, like the world's going on around you, but you have
Prison for
no
10
part.
years or an insane asylum for 1 year?
Like
Insane asylum for a year. Well, what am I? Am I like in solitary? Like am I straight jacket?
Yep.
If I was in a straight jacket, I'd just smash my head as hard until I died.
But it's soft. Like you'll live.
Oh, that
Like
that
the
to me
song-
is even scarier. Like in a room where you can't hurt yourself and you're just
The problem is like the year would go. It's obviously only 1 year, but you would. Who
It'd
you
feel like-
are is gone.
gone.
If you were there for a year, it would feel like 10 years. It probably
Yeah.
would feel like 10
They-
years.
Longer, maybe.
I watched something where it was like some people trying to survive in an all white room, like an all white colored room. Like the walls are colored white, the roof, the ceiling, like all the furniture's white. You eat white food, everything's white. And I heard like a guy, you can't last more than a couple days, and you start to lose
The
your
hell
mind.
happened?
You just start to lose it. Like you start there's no color anywhere, so you can't look for color.
That's
Like depth
disgusting.
gets like weird.
Oh,
No,
I,
I
can
would
see
throw
that.
up.
I'd stop breathing.
Then I think I watched something where it's like there's a room where it's like the quietest place on earth, and there's foam all around the thing, and it's like you can hear your heartbeat through your skin,
That's weird.
and that like drives you nuts. I don't know. Have you ever heard of the Russian sleep experiment?
Uh-oh.
So back in Russia, back in World War II, I think there's apparently this story about these Russians who did this Russian sleep experiment. And they locked these individuals into I don't know, it's some kind of like a shipping crate. And there was like all these five Russian guys in this thing in 1947. So after in the Soviets, so they put these guys in this shipping crate, and then they fed them this gas through the walls that kept them awake, and they couldn't sleep. Like it would just perpetually keep you awake, and you could not sleep. And then eventually they started like just they would scream. One guy was screaming till his vocal cords broke, and then like. And it would just screaming nonstop, like screaming. Then it got real quiet, and then like no noise, and like there were these little portholes they could look in, and they couldn't see any movement, didn't hear any sound. And then when they opened the crate to go in, they said like the guys had disemboweled themselves, but because of the thing, they couldn't pass out, so they were still awake, like ripped open, and they were ripping the other, like eating, like they were like eating they're like eating the other prisoners. But the thing that's weird about the story is
That's weird.
They said I just spit everywhere. They said
nice
that when they were going to turn the gas off, they freaked out because they didn't want the gas off anymore. They wanted to keep the gas on.
To it?
Yeah, and they like threatened to turn the gas off. I don't remember what happened, but they said like the guards like had I think I don't know if this is even a real story, but I know it's a story, and I know that like the guards had to have like psychiatric treatment done for like seeing what
more
they.
than that. My God,
I mean that's crazy.
This is a creepypasta. What's a? Oh, it's a
It's like a horror
horror-related
story.
legend.
Yeah,
So I guess it's not real.
I don't know.
Could be.
It could be.
I hope it's not real.
It
'Cause
could be.
that was terrifying.
not being able to sleep is probably the worst. One of the worst things. Well, gee, okay.
One night, this is a stupid. This is another dumb story, and I feel like I'm rambling here. But one night, so I started taking Benadryl to go to sleep. Like I would take like 2 Benadryl to knock me out because I was having trouble sleep. So one night, I took 6 Benadryl. I took 6 Benadryl, and it did the opposite. And I had restless legs. It felt like I was itchy. Like it was the most miserable night's sleep. I was like
that was
irritable.
recently, wasn't it?
That was like 3-4 years ago. It was awful. It was so bad. It was.
It's
What were you
always,
thinking?
but there,
Oh, I
I tell you what,
thought I-
there's always something going on with it. Like
I
when-
thought
his
if I
sleeping
took-
situation, always something going on.
I thought if like the more Benadryl you take, I thought the more you take, the more it knocks you out.
Why do you want to be knocked out that
Because
bad?
I just wanted to be out. I wanted to go to bed. I think I was a little sick.
but 6.
Yeah, and I think I was a little sick, but I took 6, and I was just like, I thought I would go to bed, and then all at once my legs just was like I couldn't put them, I couldn't get them down.
Cools, you'll like this. Speaking of sleeping, this morning, I'm laying in bed and I felt something on my leg, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, I just thought it maybe like a fiber or something, and I like swiped at my leg, and then I like closed my eyes again, and I felt it again. I got up and I grabbed it, and I felt something.
Oh,
I got up and there was a spider on my
Ew.
bed, and I got up. I'm like, I was dead asleep. I pop right up. I'm on my feet, and I see the spider on my bed, and I keep going like this, and I can't get it to fly off. I kept like hitting the covers, and it wouldn't go. And eventually, I got it, and I'm like, "Is it gone?" And I said, "I'm too tired," and fell right back asleep. And I never.
so it was real?
Yeah, it was real. No, it was real.
it.
It was a I woke up to a spider on me this morning.
Oh.
But I did go back to bed, and I'm alive. So.
Lovely.
You've seen me freak out, like when I see stuff and when I'm asleep, dude. It's
Well,
scares the shit out of me.
you used to. Do you still do that at all?
No. Okay, so
So
here's what it is. When we had a baseball tournament forever ago,
that's Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
Ripken.
I was staying with Spencer Rogers and his family, and I tried to I got out of the room sleepwalking, and I woke up in the elevator.
Oh my god!
And I didn't hit any buttons or anything, so the door was just shut. And then when I hit open and I walked out, and I just went to the first door, and there was someone that knew my mom, because there was multiple teams from the Wheeling area that were there, and they took me to the room. And so after that, the rest of the week, Mr. Rogers locked the door. I had a chair up under the door. And,
Do you remember waking up in the elevator?
Yes, I remember that.
Were you scared?
Yes, I remember waking up, and I literally was just and I walked straight to the first door.
When you woke up, did you realize where you were, or was it what the fuck?
It was I got hit by a flash grenade. It was just and I literally just went to the first door. I had no clue where at the time. Where am I? I didn't know the woman. I said, I have no idea where I'm at. Is what I told her, and she said, "You're Savion?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I know your mom. You're staying with the Rogers. I can take you there." I'm like, "Thanks."
Thank God.
And then so then we all lived together, and this is crazy. That was middle school probably.
Yeah, 12 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now fast forward to West Liberty, we're all living together, and Cool, you tell this. I don't remember as much.
Is there a picture of this?
Yeah, I actually have a picture of it. So, middle of the night, it's probably midnight, 1 a.m., and all of a sudden, my door opens up, and it's just Say on his phone, just scrolling. So I don't think anything of it at first. I'm like, what's up, Say? And he doesn't answer, and I look at him, and his eyes are just closed. And he's just scrolling. His flashlight's on his phone, he's just scrolling. I'm like, Say. And he's like, doesn't say anything. I'm like, Say! He just doesn't acknowledge it. And he walks in, sits on my bed, and is sitting on the bed he's scrolling, but his eyes are closed. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I take out my phone and I take a picture of it, and he still doesn't acknowledge it. He's just sitting there scrolling on his phone.
Did you get up?
He gets up and walks out. I couldn't believe it.
Here's
That's
the
a
story.
fucking-
I
I didn't
want
know
you to
that
tell.
happened.
I want you to tell this, and if you're comfortable telling this on the story or on the podcast, when you were at senior week, and
Yeah. Oh, okay.
that's one of my favorite. Which I don't know how you didn't either. One, get in trouble.
Anything.
Two, are alive.
Yeah, so pretty much, long story, it was 2 a.m. senior week. We're all having fun. Everybody's just I remember we were all walking on the street to go to another place, whatever. And a cop just stops hey guys, just turn around, go back to wherever your guys' house is. While this is going on, I remember I just take a seat on the sidewalk. I'm tired. I remember I was sitting on the sidewalk. That's the last thing I remember till the morning. I wake up in between a dryer and a washer, and I'm just in between them. And I got up, and there's a door, and it's just open already to get straight outside. I just walk right out it. I get to like the edge of the street. I just look to the right, to the left. I just go right.
Oh my god!
I walked at it was like we were on like.
But the washer and the dryer were in a house that you have no.
Yes, no idea. Like I have no clue where I was at. Didn't have my phone on me. Nothing. No shoes or socks. Just shorts. Like
Weren't people calling like people back here?
So I started walking and I remember I don't remember now, but it was like we were like 18th Street was the street we were on. I woke up on like the first street I saw was like 39th.
Oh my.
So like, and I don't even remember what time it was or anything, but it was early. I remember just walking barefoot, just like dragging my
like
body,
a zombie,
barely making it. I remember I got back in the house, it's open. I remember I get back and still people are asleep because it's so like early. They're like, "Oh my god!" Everybody's like,
Didn't Sam?
I was with Sam before,
and
he was one of the people I sat down with.
He thought you like he was gone forever,
like in the ocean or something. Like because I sat down on the sidewalk with him, and I remember then like that's the last thing I remember. But when I got back, everybody like that knew I had been gone. I had like 150 missed calls. all this stuff.
We might have to call Sam. And
I literally went and I just laid in the bed like the whole next day.
Like, oh my god,
God,
gotta be terrifying.
And you woke up in between a washer and
but
a
I
dryer.
wonder why, like in whatever days you were in, that you just said, "I'm gonna sit right in this."
In between them, and my body was just like.
I wonder how long you were asleep for.
Because I don't remember any details, but I'll tell you one more funny thing from senior week, just because so I was on the top. No, Richard Blackwell was on the top bunk of a room we were in. There was a bed and a bunk bed, and I'm on the bed. And I listen to music when I sleep usually. Play music on shuffle, whatever. And there was this song, it was like, "You Don't Want No Problem With Me," whatever. And I had it on repeat. I thought it was on shuffle. It played all night long. And I was so like sleep that Richard Blackwell, he was like, he was being like lazy too, but like he didn't want to get off the top bunk to stop it. He threw everything on his bed at me. I woke up to all the stuff on me. He's like, "I've been listening to this song all night, man." And he was like, and like the rest of the week, because it was like right when the song came out. Anytime it came on, he'd be like, "Please skip this. Like I can't listen to this anymore."
I remember with your phone. When we were at West Liberty,
oh my god!
I was like, we were laying in bed, and Jarrett, and I was like almost asleep, and Jarrett goes, "What the fuck is that?" He goes, "What is that noise?" And I said, "What? I can't hear anything." And he goes, "No, in Say's room, something keeps playing." And
I couldn't.
And then
I thought it was the fan.
Then I got up and I heard it. And it was like either a song or somebody talking over and over again.
It was a TikTok.
And I walk in your
Oh my
room,
God.
and you're asleep with your arm hanging over your bed. And it was like I cracked the door open, and I saw the TikTok, and I turned back to Jared. I said, "It's a TikTok in Say's room." And I said, "I don't know if I want to go in there," because I was horrified that if I would come in there and like
no, I remember
touch your
my
phone. If you woke up right when I'm over you, you'd get up and just rip my head off. You'd just kill me.
He kept saying, he said, "Well, what if I wake him up? He's gonna kill me." like, listen, if I want to sleep at night, you got to turn that guy.
And I just went. I think I just went in and I just touched the screen. And then,
pause it.
It's like Sandy and SpongeBob when
the hibernation.
Yeah. But speaking of being like that kind of stuff. Blacking out to me is insane, and I've only done it maybe once or twice. There's been a couple scenarios where I've like browned out where I don't like
brown, like a gray, like
no. It's called browning out, like when you don't completely. It's when you shit yourself all over the place.
Shit your
No, but
I hope I never do that one.
But no, a brownout is like, look, what is brownout drinking? I guarantee you it says
the most common.
It's fragmentary blackout, so like a couple pieces maybe are missing.
It says the most common type is a fragmentary blackout characterized by spotty memories for events.
Yeah.
With islands of memory separated by missing periods of time in between.
Yeah, so like I've had a couple nights where that happens.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Whatever color.
Whatever color you like.
Let's do gray.
Yeah, we'll make brown out. When you get so drunk, you shit your pants all over the place. No, but yeah, that's happened to me a couple times, and like when Thanksgiving. driving, I literally blacked out and don't remember the whole night. But that to me is insane that your brain just doesn't remember anything. Like you could do any. There are videos like Steve-O when he was super hammered.
Like, why is that a thing? Why do you black out?
I think it blocks like.
I know one time that you had to be when we went to those bars.
When and where?
Like probably a year, 2 years ago, we went to Undo's.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. We started out at Genovations. I was literally wearing like normal clothes because I was like, I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah.
I drove there. I was like, I'm not drinking. Of course, I go out with this fucking guy.
Well, I'm not the main culprit here.
Him and Loopy.
I remember we were at the first seats there, and I'll never forget. They were like, let's just go to this. And we're like, why would we go over to Benwood? That's where and they're like, everybody's going over there. We're like, so we go, and good God.
We know the bartender, so the bartender was just giving us. She pretty much gave us a bottle of Crown for free, and like we're just taking
In
shots,
shot form of it.
shot, and on the way home, I'm riding in the back seat of Say's car. My head's out the fucking window, and I need the window down. Like my head's hanging out, and he's trying to roll it up. So it's
and I have no clue. And I have no clue. Like I keep because like when one window's down, and I'm like, because I wasn't driving, but so it was the car we took, but I didn't drive because we drank. And I'm in the seat ahead, like he's behind me.
Yeah.
I keep saying like, Cooley, quit rolling that damn window down. And like I don't hear if he says anything in the back, I don't hear it. So I just keep. I'm like, bro. And he's like, I hear like a whisper, like, say, please. I'm like, turn around, like, what the hell? Like,
I'm literally throwing up out the window.
He's like, his head's stuck. He can't even move.
I just keep pushing it down. I was so bad. I called my mom to pick me up that night.
Oh, gosh. Well, that's how you know.
I was sitting in shotgun in her car, and I wish she would have took a picture. I had a Kroger bag, and instead of like, holding it up whenever I need to throw it up, I just wrapped it around my ears, so it was always
like a bib.
Yeah. Like so if I threw up, it was already there. I'm probably almost suffocated.
It's pretty good.
The funniest video I think I've seen is that one when we all went. It was still Undo's, but we all jumped.
I drove. I was a DD.
And Spencer.
Yes, our buddy Spencer.
Like the Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh, I remember we were in the middle of nowhere, and I dropped Sam off, and Spencer got caught out of the car. We were nowhere close to being home, and I went. And I said to him, Spencer, where are you going? He said, I'm going into Cooley's house.
we live in Elm Grove, and Cooley lives in Warwood. And it was like, no, we're not home.
Man, we're some idiots.
Gosh, real quick, the definition of the explanation on why you black out. Alcohol-related blackouts are gaps in a person's memory for events that occurred when they were intoxicated. These gaps happen when a person drinks enough alcohol to temporarily block the transfer of memories from short-term to long-term storage, known as memory consolidation, in a brain area called the hippocampus. So it basically you just drink enough.
My hippocampus was destroyed.
Yeah. So you just drink enough to where your brain just is blocked.
It just stops working. It just stops working.
Gosh.
That's
really kind of scary. Yeah. I've never fully blacked out before.
So who makes the decisions when you're blacked out? Like what?
God.
Well, no, your brain is able to function, but it just like God did. Whereas you're like right now we're functioning right now, but it's taking all the memories and putting it so it's stored in our head. But like we're still working. Wow. I guess that was a really intellectual.
It's in our elbow.
Yeah, it goes right to your stomach.
No, but like when you're on autopilot like that, it'd be like I can't think of an analogy like to explain it, but it'd be like driving the car and it just is throwing all the shit out that it's like eating up. Like you're just like if you'd eat food and it just instantly fell through you. Like if you, like it doesn't store.
That's a brownout.
Hey, no, but it doesn't store the memory, so you're just like you're still functioning, but it just doesn't store.
Well, that's like I feel like that's kind of like when you're driving somewhere and you don't remember like the drive.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's called disassociating.
Yeah, like you're driving and you're like, how the fuck did I just get here?
Oh,
like I'm like.
Remember the summer me and Cooley would work out. It was like our summer. One summer it was a repeat.
I was in heaven.
Hit repeat button. We work out at Powell's. We'd go to Center Market, either get like a Sock Express, Fish Market, or then we go like to where they had those protein shakes. Then we'd all meet up at Cooley's and swim. Then we'd do whatever, and then night would come, and it would be like, I've been staying so many days in a row. It's like,
you just blend.
No, it did. But then I was like, sometimes I'd be like, I have to go home. It'd be like 3 a.m. and I'm like, I don't know why I'm going home. I'd get home and be like, wait, how did I just get home? Like, I think I fell asleep damn near on the drive back.
You mean you would go home at 3 a.m.?
Yes, I would leave
okay.
at 3 a.m. and
He was sleep driving.
it was like I literally don't remember leaving.
Driving.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I'm home.
No, that's a scary thing when
Yeah.
you get there and you're like,
Because you just get into some
I wasn't
headspace
drinking or
where it's
anything. I
like
literally was just like from being tired.
Yeah.
it's kind of what it's like. It's just
Yeah.
like your brain just knows what it's doing, but it doesn't hold any information.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
But-
No. Anything else on our list that we want to hit? Any fun things we want to bring up?
I guess we could take a break and then hit some history.
Well, I was going to say we'd just go through it. Let's just power it out.
Yeah, you want to hit some history? Hold on, I'll send.
Let's just power it out.
Yeah, can you send it to the group?
Yeah, I will send a picture real quick. We're lazy. We didn't print anything out today. We just have.
We have a gigantic printer in the office, like
massive printer,
and we don't print anything.
I actually got it working. Actually printed yesterday.
Cooley's eating peanuts right now because he said he was going to throw up.
No, dude, I had a large coffee on an empty stomach, so my fingers were like vibrating.
I don't know. I was on a new Red Bull flavor out.
Oh, great!
Keep it away from you.
Yeah, good, great, wonderful.
Juneberry, I think it's called.
You are not allowed to have it.
I love when Nick finds out that you are about to have something with Red Bull in it. He goes, no. Worst flavor of John.
No, horrible.
Have you guys ever had the Celsius drinks?
Yeah, I like them. They're good.
I didn't know what you
it's like drinking 5 cups of coffee in that one thing.
Is it really?
apparently like the caffeine levels are like through the roof.
No.
The Celsius?
I googled it and it sounds like if you drink them every day, it's like really bad. For
You can get money for drinking them. Like if you say, hey, I drank this many, Celsius sends you money back because they lied on the thing. It says no preservatives, and there is. It's like a whole
I
bunch
used
of
to have one every time I worked out. I would have one right before I went on the treadmill.
Yeah, I'm interested. But I remember I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm. I drank one on Saturday this past weekend because we ended up playing 3 games, and I was
that's
like,
not that much.
No, there's no way that's more than. So this is saying 200 milligrams.
Well, how much is in coffee?
I guarantee you, it's got to be more.
Coffee was like 50.
No.
I'm telling you, the thing I sent Cooley said 5 cups of coffee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's close.
Look how much is in a Red Bull. I think a Red Bull, because I've always been told that a Red Bull is less than a cup of coffee.
95 is 200 in Celsius, 95 in coffee.
I've always been told a Red Bull has less caffeine than a cup of coffee, but I could be wrong.
Red Bull.
Here. Oh, I'm wrong.
I tell you what, man. When I drank it that day for that game, I had to throw BP out there. I was so locked in.
Well, how many cups of coffee? How many ounces is in a cup of coffee? I think that said 8. Was that 8 ounce for a
cup of coffee?
We're going to do a little math problem here.
Yeah, we're gonna do some math. So 8 fluid ounces. So add.
So what's in how many fluid ounces are to Celsius?
12, I think, because it's the thin cans.
You're really good at typing, Jet.
Keyboarding class, best class I took in high school.
Miss Richards.
I mean, even still, you'd have to multiply. You'd have to be drinking. You'd have to be drinking 20.
See, look at that. One of them has 300.
Jesus.
No wonder I could feel my
No wonder. That makes sense now because when I would go.
Caffeine strength very high. Hold on, we'll pull this up on the on the video.
And it's weird that we bring this up because I did not know it was an energy drink until the first time I had one. I thought it was like the only thing I read on the front of it. I read that it burns calories, so I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll have one
your
when
heart
I work
is like,
out.
it's like
It thinks you're running.
Yeah, so 200 and this is a caffeine informer. So what can we look up? Coffee.
20 most
let's
caffeinated.
say 20 most caffeinated coffee.
No, that's an ad.
Ad.
Okay, here we go. Coffee's the most caffeine.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's
No.
good, but look, it's like the big thing.
Oh,
though.
it's all of it.
like
It's all of it.
The whole thing. It's not like a cup.
If you drank that, you'd blow up. You'd blow
Oh my
up.
god!
1,555
Be able
calories.
to hear colors.
And then
Yeah.
caffeine.
Very
strong coffee.
High voltage.
That's hilarious.
Biohazard coffee.
I think.
I bet all of these taste
Chameleon.
That's what I was gonna say. There's no way any of these can taste good.
Guys, listen to what these are called.
Death Wish.
Death Wish. Killer coffee.
Why
Death
are they all
Wish.
like?
Yes,
Death
look, that's a can
That's
right there.
Stipe Miocic. That's Stipe. He's a UFC.
So a grande 16
That's-
ounce. Wait, there's no way that's right?
It's
Yeah, well-
300 I mean,
310 in a grande?
Yeah, because in a regular cup of oh yeah, Jesus. Well, in a regular cup of coffee, that's 8 ounces.
Aren't these bottle iced coffees absolutely horrendous for you?
Well, you're supposed
Like,
to. Oh,
aren't they like just like complete sugar?
I don't know.
I would imagine.
yeah, I think they do.
well, a
but-
bunch of nutrition. and
I've
stuff.
never liked
yeah.
coffee.
Energy
I
drinks.
know-
Let's see what's the most caffeinated energy drinks.
This
Take a
this
look.
website's for the feds.
That
I
is
always
for the
feel
feds.
like felt
Come
like
on,
Monster
ads.
was probably the worst.
Isn't it weird though that like
Oh my god!
when you think about
Red Line Extreme 316 caffeine.
what's the ounce?
need
Is that 30 ounces?
40.
This says
Who
eight-
the hell? Oh,
Wait, so
okay,
this
all
says
right,
8
okay.
fluid. I'm kind of confused by this.
It's milligrams
no,
per-
No, guys. So hold on.
That's an 8 ounce.
This
drink.
is 8 ounce drink with 300 in it, so it's 39.5 per fluid ounce. So wait, hold on, we got to go back to this coffee then.
No. No.
We're getting way too deep.
We're
into
getting
it.
deep. We're getting deep here.
So this has a
No, there's no
that-
way.
guys,
that
at
thing-
12
that
fluid
big
ounces.
thing.
Guys, in 12 fluid ounces, it's 1,500.
There's no way.
You'd
milligrams of
fucking
caffeine.
die. There's no
Yeah.
way.
It's 129 milligrams.
You
become
would
flat.
literally die.
Hides. I've
Can
heard
you imagine
Hyde
what that would
is
feel
really
like?
Fucked up.
Like you'd be like the squirrel off over the hedge.
Oh, hammy.
Dude, let's see.
Sometimes when I drink,
God, look how horrendous that is for you. 200 calories, 300 milligrams of caffeine.
You ever do pre-workout?
This is funny. Funny you bring that up because I was just about to bring that. When I was just about to say that.
Bang.
Energy drinks and when I had pre-workout, what I can relate it to the most is it's the feeling of having a panic attack. Like
never had one.
that, like it's almost, it feels like you're gonna have a panic attack. And I had pre-workout once for God knows what reason. One of our friends who we used to live with, he worked at GNC and he would bring these powder packets home for me to just try. And I didn't even work out at that point. I would just drink them at my desk at home. And I remember I drank one, and I will never forget this day. I was looking up $1 million mansions, and I got in this headspace of like, I'm going to live in one of these houses. And I was so amped up that I was like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. And then from then on, I just have lost that motivation. But
Probably that same night.
Yeah.
But energy drinks are probably not good for you.
I was talking about how I took that beta alanine last podcast.
Have your skin
Because it's not, it wasn't pre-workout. It just was beta alanine, and
what the hell does that do?
it's kind of like a cellular.
It
like,
opens
thing.
all your cells
Yeah,
up.
I forget exactly what it
Oh, my
does.
God.
It's something.
None
good
of
for
that
you.
shit ever sounds like it's good for you.
Well, it never
Like,
sounds like it's real.
yeah,
Like it's all just sounds fake.
it all sounds like it's getting like you drink it and your
that-
skin is going to turn into lizard scales or something.
Beta alanine is a non-essential amino acid that is produced naturally in the body. Beta alanine aids in the production of
carnosine.
carnosine. That's a compound that plays a role in muscular endurance and high-intensity exercise. So basically, like,
I don't need it.
good for you when you exercise. But
Whoever's
I've
listening
never
today
taken
getting
that.
a lot of nutritional
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, we're a nutrition podcast. Do you guys want to hit some history real quick?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
We
talk
might-
about some things that happened.
We might as well.
We talk about this on our radio show. 12 to please listen to our radio show. We have a lot of fun and we talk to a lot of different people. If you look at our shop, we have a shirt called "I Stand with Slobovia." The only way you'd know what that is if you listen to our radio show. It's from 12 to 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then from 2 to 3 on Mondays. We've had people like Haywood Highsmith, Mike Florio. We just had Andrew Koalo, player and coach for Liberty Flames. We've had a lot of people on. It's great stuff. Go listen to the radio show every Monday. You can listen to it online or listen to it in your car. What do we want to talk about history-wise?
Hey, I want to bring up May 9th. We talked about this on the radio again.
I'm sending this to you.
So no, I sent it in the group text.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh, May 9th, 1502. We talked about this on the radio, so again, go tune in. Christopher Columbus departs Spain on his fourth and final trip to the New World. I looked on his route. He went to a lot of places we've been. He went he was in the Caribbean. He went to the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. So he hit these places. And I was thinking, imagine being there at that time in 1502 when there probably wasn't that much settlement. How incredible those beaches probably were. Like, you could have went there and just like you could have had your own beach basically.
Until like a native comes out
with an arrow
and has a sickle and cuts my head off.
They're not that. They're not
and
mean
wears
there.
me like a
Everybody in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Everybody in the Caribbean's nice.
Oh, also May 9th. It's the 300th anniversary of the Salem witch trials.
What's that?
Goody Proctor.
What are the
Salem witch trials?
I don't know anything about it.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So Salem witch trials that happened in Salem.
Looks like you didn't pay
Massachusetts.
attention in school.
And
I didn't.
so what happened was these what were they called? What's the religion that they were like Quakers, like Quaker people? I think that's not right. There's no way
Quakers?
that
Quakers were like
Were they atheists?
no. I'm oh jeez.
the Protestants.
Bear with me. Puritans, not the Quakers. That's the oak people.
Yeah, I say that's
Don't
So
drag
these
them into
Puritans.
this.
So what happened was, and now there's probably different reasons of how this started, but from reading like books like what's the one with the Crucible. So what happened was these people, whether or not they actually believed in witches or not, they convinced these people that witches existed, and they would go on what's called witch hunts if they didn't like somebody. So if somebody didn't like you, maybe they would pretend that they believed you were a witch, and it would spread this chaos throughout this neighborhood and eventually like the whole countryside.
It was that easy for them to be like, oh, they're a witch.
So he like maybe Say comes in here and I don't know, he does some kind of thing where he flips a coin and it lands like on its side or something, or just does some kind of feat of just luck. They'd say this guy's practicing witchcraft. Maybe he dances in a different way than everybody else, and they'd say this guy's a witch. He's practicing witchcraft, and they would do all kinds of stuff. They would do this thing called wading to death. So they would take these giant stones and lay them on your chest until you either confess to being a witch or
which would be death.
Which is death because they'd kill you anyway, or you didn't, and then they would just kill you because they thought you were a witch.
How could anybody want to do anything at that point?
Yeah,
Like, I would like not even move.
That's what people would be so afraid. But what you'd have to do is you either are like, okay, this is stupid, guys, and risk yourself being called a witch, or you just play into it and say, okay, yeah,
kill innocent people.
yeah, because you wouldn't know any better. Like,
It's like a big joke everybody was in on.
so in the Crucible, there was they would call her a witch woman. Her name was Tituba, and she was an African American woman from like Haiti or in that area, like from the islands in the Caribbean, and she was actually practicing like voodoo, and they took it upon themselves to say that this lady is teaching these people how to be witches, and then they said it spread, and other witches were in the town.
Keep killing more people.
There was a practice that they did where they would tie you to a chair, and they would tie your hands together, tie your legs together, and they would throw you into a lake. And if you floated, you were a witch. But if you sunk, you were real. But by the time they realized you sunk, you would already drown. So if you...
Nope, they weren't lying.
Yeah.
They're dead.
So if you floated, they'd cut your head off. If not, or they'd burn you alive. They'd burn people alive.
They were
Smart
insane.
back
Yeah, they're really good
Bunch of
people.
geniuses.
Job, you got any?
I'm looking up how they dispatch witches.
Whoa! You guys are you guys still on? Do you see this Ahsoka thing?
Yeah,
You guys ever
that's
talk about that
we've
before?
I don't know. I think we talked about it on the radio. Yeah, that's coming out in August. I actually was.
The Ahsoka series?
Yeah, it's coming out in August.
I wonder how many Star Wars fans we have that listen to this show.
Probably not a lot, but I'd probably say a handful that are interested. I mean, I know for sure a few dedicated listeners are Star Wars fans. But
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't imagine never watching Star Wars. Never giving it a chance.
I always rag Hannah because she hasn't watched Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. She watched Harry Potter but hasn't seen him in a while. Like all the gigantic series is, well, I think she watched a few like Super Marvel movies, but like that to me is your almost your trinity of things you need to watch in your lifetime. I couldn't imagine going through my life and not watching anything like.
Well, just when I watch stuff, I don't want to watch something that I can do in real life.
Yeah.
So like Grey's Anatomy, like I could go be a doctor.
Yeah.
Or
You
like,
would not. You would not get everyone that knows Grey's Anatomy, 007, the best.
well, you know what I'm saying though? Like I can go do surgery, but I can't.
I know what you mean.
I can't be Iron Man. I can't. Well, maybe I could be Iron Man, but I can't be like Thor and stuff like that. I think that's more fun to watch.
I always say this, and I know people rag on video games, and this is going to probably hit on our older folks that listen to this, and I know that they probably don't play video games, and they probably think that video games are like a disease to the youth. And like an argument that we make on here a lot of time, it's if there's any issues with the person playing a video game, it's most likely the person playing the video game, not the video game itself. But I was thinking about the other day in the car, I was like, sure, I could have gone out and I could have learned how to like knit a coat. Or like
knit a coat,
like
knit a coat,
like leather work a wallet, or learn how to build a birdhouse or something like that. I could have learned all that stuff, and sure, I might in the future, and it might be better that I maybe did that. But think about all the adventures that are in video games. Think about all the adventures. I have been a pirate on the 7 seas. I have been a ghost hunter. I have hunted demons. I have been a vampire. I've built houses and structures. I've been an assassin in the Roman times. There's just a million adventures that I've been on playing video games. I think it's such a
I've actually never thought about
incredible.
It's like reading a book, but you actually get to play it.
I mean, you think about. I've been a gunslinger in the Midwest. I've been a soldier. I've been a Navy SEAL.
Thing is, I really think you like when you play games like that, you really immerse yourself.
Oh yeah,
into it.
I mean, I went through a cowboy phase when I played Red
did.
Dead. I bought a cowboy hat, and I was going to buy cowboy boots. I think it's just a bit. It's good stuff. Yeah. Anything else on history?
I've been immersed in Star Wars. I feel like I'm a real Jedi at night.
If you have a series or a movie or a show or a game that you want us to play, I have an idea that we're going to come. We might sit down here maybe sometime and play like a co-op game together and put it on our YouTube and stuff like that.
Pine Room Gaming.
Yeah,
that's my dream.
I got one on here, and it's again with like exploration. Where to go? May 14th, 1804. Lewis and Clark set out to explore the Northwest and arrive in Oregon in November 1805. I think I've always been absolutely fascinated with. Can you imagine if you were Lewis and Clark, being the first kind of people to ever, like, you're just on a river, just floating down in a place where there's nobody, like maybe like some natives, but like nobody's ever been there before, and you get to say that you're on the river just like exploring a place that's you've never been. I don't know. I think that's so cool to me. Like just floating down the river looking at shit.
All right, speaking of being in places where there aren't any people, I read about this place called Point Nemo, and it's named after a famous submarine sailor from Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But this place called Point Nemo you are closer to astronauts in the International Space Station than you are to land. That's how far out in the ocean is. Now, would you rather be dropped at Point Nemo with no boat, just you at Point Nemo, or in the middle of the rainforest by yourself?
Oh, God.
Point Nemo, like, is there enough to survive or no?
It's just water.
No, hell no.
you're
Yeah,
dead.
rainforest.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, rainforest.
All right, okay.
Say there's like a
You have
little
a
island
dinghy.
or
You have a
something.
dinghy or something. You have a little boat, and you have minimal supplies.
And I got to go 1 billion miles just to survive. Or I
Yes.
could be in the rainforest, run into a tribe, overtake it, and be the best.
Or
Oh.
you'll get assaulted.
or
in
you
that
you
rainforest.
step on a poisonous toad and you die instantly.
Or you're hunted and literally a jaguar
But
is
everything
biting the shit out of you every day.
No, it says Point Nemo's an island.
See, that's different.
I don't think it's an island.
Well, it has to be because why?
Oh, never
why would
mind.
that
Never
be
mind.
anything
Never
if it was
mind.
just a body of water?
No, Point Nemo is just the farthest away you can possibly get from land. It's the absolute.
So it's just an area.
It's just an area, like a
little area.
designated area by distance. Yeah,
That's hell.
Yes,
It's
Point Nemo. is the
14. It's 1,450 miles from the next place.
Yeah, Point Nemo is the location in the ocean that is farthest from land. So that looks like. But you know what? Always is. I sometimes my brain can't comprehend like the globe. Sometimes like New Zealand and like South America being like you can go from New Zealand to South America. Like I feel like in my head you should have to go from New Zealand like past Africa and then like that way. But you can actually go right.
Literally
You know what I
the
mean?
way, yeah.
Like.
So like you're telling me like we're closer to Japan than we are to like
like in my head like
Germany.
you can like and we would go west to go to Japan instead of
where because if you look at a map it just ends.
Like you should have to go east all the way across Europe and like China and that to get to
people
Japan.
If you believe in flat earth
but here's that's Point Loma if you're
so all right
here.
so if you're Point Nemo and you're in a dinghy with minimal supply, all right, let's say a sailboat, so like a decent sized sailboat with like a little living quarter in it.
And how far out am I?
You're over 1,500 kilometers away from, or 1,500 miles, so that's like a massive distance.
I'm dead.
So either they're in a boat,
You're dead either way.
but
Yeah.
you have a chance of like a passing ship.
Nope.
But you have minimal food, so you can live for, let's say you have food for a month on the sea, or you have hiking gear in the Amazon rainforest.
You get a knife or anything?
You get a knife. You get a backpack.
No knife.
No gun.
No like a pistol.
No.
I mean, that's cheetahs.
Exactly. That's the point.
I can make a weapon though, right?
You get dogged in the
like a big spear.
Yeah. So the Point Nemo is wider. Like,
give me the rainforest. 100%.
Do you think the rainforest though?
But it's gonna be. I think that's going to be a quicker death.
Like, you could get bit by a mosquito and, like, get malaria and die in the next 2 days.
Or I could sit out in the ocean for 4 months.
With a chance of floating.
And burn away from all the sunburn and salt
yeah,
water.
oh my God.
That would be
awesome.
awesome.
Bad you'd be sunburnt.
You know how bold I'd be?
Your skin would peel off like...
Oh my God.
And you look like you have a mask on. It would just...
Isn't it insane how far away Hawaii is from the United States, too?
Hawaii.
Like, well, I mean, it is in the United States, but like United States mainland, like that's
swear,
wild. How
I don't
far?
consider it part of the
like,
United
look
States.
how far that is. And then Point Loma's what? Or Point Nemo's right? What? Like right here? Probably around this area.
No, it's lower.
It's
than
lower.
that because
It's down.
It's below
New Zealand. Yeah, so
like
it's down.
holy shit.
Yeah, it's like right.
If you're listening to this, we're looking at a map right now. If you're there, I mean, you're just...
Isn't Antarctica the craziest thing ever?
Yeah,
I mean, that too. Imagine being dropped in the center of Antarctica, like at the South Pole.
All of it?
Look how big it is.
No, but did you guys know that the South Pole, Antarctica, is split up between nations? Like, not one singular country owns Antarctica. It's like split up in a giant pie.
I don't think anyone did own it.
I didn't know that. I know that we own like a segment of it.
Oh, but real quick, isn't it crazy that this, like, Japan, I always think about, like, you can go from here.
It's closer. We're closer from California to Japan than you are from West Virginia to, the UK.
Yeah, basically. Like, I always think if I had to get a flight to Japan, that you'd have to go this way. You'd have to go all across this.
Mongolia.
Yeah, Mongolia. I can't believe Mongolia is a country.
Ooh, fun thing to talk about. I've been watching cave disasters.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw
people
that
getting stuck in caves.
I can't watch that on. Like, I get TikToks of it. My chest feels like I can't breathe.
Are you claustrophobic? Like
I didn't think I was until I watched this stuff, and I'm like, I can't watch it.
It's horrible stuff. So
now,
I watched.
Do they die?
So some of them do, some of them don't. Like there have been like some that are more severe than others.
I'm saying they're like, you've heard last words then.
Yes, like so that which. I don't know why anybody in the right mind does cave spelunking.
Yes, ew.
Look up just tight caves, and we've talked about this before. But there are people that do cave diving, which is like underwater caves.
Oh.
And there's one story of a guy with a tie line that goes all the way down through the cave, but what the tie line got like severed or something, and these people, it was pitch dark. They had no flashlights in the middle of water in underneath like 200 yards of caving, and they couldn't find their way out and just suffocated in the cave and died.
Yeah. That's
But
what happens.
there are a bunch of stories, like people
You
in.
look at some of these.
There's this cave in Russia. I can't remember it's like Vladislavsky Cave or something like that.
Yeah, like Jared, the guy in the green, who's like literally, there's no room for him.
Like,
You know
Go to
what I mean?
the go to the one to the right, like the two to the
This
two
guy?
to the right. No, down to the right there. No, not that. Up above it. That right there. Click on that.
I could see it on my computer.
So click on that.
Like, look how tight that
Okay,
is.
so that's like people that go into these caves. They literally try to just go as far as they possibly can go. Like if they see, look at that. If you're just listening to this, there's a guy in a gap in a cave where his head is almost the size of the gap that he's in.
His chin's touching the floor. His top of his head's literally an inch from touching the ceiling. Like, he has no room.
Okay. Oh, okay. This makes me think of another thing. Good stuff. We're going on a good pathway here. Jarrett, look up on YouTube. Look up "kid gets stuck between doors in hotel room." Look that up. So you know how in hotel rooms they have the room.
Okay.
There's a room and then a door and then there's a tiny gap and then a door and then the other room. So.
that's
it's
not-
okay. That's
Okay.
Kid crossed by doors.
two doors in hotel room.
Jared tried to not type it all
Yeah.
in. It's like,
Yeah. Okay. Kid.
Yeah, it popped up. Yeah, if you're listening to this, it popped up. A kid
Scroll down.
crushed an elevator door.
Scroll down. Keep going. See if it might pop
this is
up.
some shit.
Okay,
probably
it's
got
not going to
taken
pop
off.
up. It's not going to pop up. But
Jesus.
this kid, they're like being funny, joking around, and there's a door, a gap, and then another door, and they're trying to shove him into the gap and close the door. Funnily, they push him in, they close the door, and it works, and they're all laughing. When they go to open the door,
get it.
handle breaks off.
Wait, I'm trying to think about this. Hold on.
So
Explain
there's
this again?
So there's a hotel room, and there's the door to go into the other hotel room, right?
Yeah.
That splits the hotel
Yeah.
room. But in this hotel,
Oh,
there's a
I know.
door,
Okay.
a small gap that's maybe 6-7 inches in width, and then another door that leads into the other
Yeah.
hotel room. So, like, if I open my door, I can't just immediately see into yours. You
Yeah.
have to open up yours. So the kid goes in, they close the door, and he's like, they're like showing him, and he's literally have to shove his chest back. And when they close him in there, they close they
he die?
go to open the thing, and the handle breaks off.
Did he die?
I don't
No
know.
shot.
I don't think he
Fire
died.
department
Kid
tore
ever.
that door down.
Yeah, I would have put my foot
Axe
through it.
Slayer shit.
Yeah, but claustrophobia. I think that's. Would you rather Would you rather be? Oh, geez, this is a heavy-handed question here. Rather burn alive,
Jesus Christ.
drown, or be stuck in a coffin and then just like have no.
Definitely not that one.
Yeah,
Like, I swear to God,
that's
not that one.
eliminated.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I couldn't imagine how long you're staying alive
'Cause you
while
just
knowing
aged.
you're dead, though. Like, the burning alive probably is what I would do.
You'd probably
I'd do a
just.
drown.
I don't know.
You'd rather burned and drown.
I feel like you'd go, like, numb. Like,
Yeah,
your
but
body's so on fire.
I think I've seen something where they said like that few seconds of pain that you feel is like some of the most intense pain that you'll ever feel.
Well,
Like
I
when
mean,
you're being
that's the
burned.
only pain I'm ever going to know, and then I die. I mean, it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, but like drowning, you're just gonna suffocate. You
I
don't
think
like.
they say you drown on your own blood when you drown.
Oh God.
You would say that. Like, you would say that.
I think that's true.
Where do you hear that?
I think that's true. I think when you get water in your lungs, like
Something blows
capillaries
up.
burst.
You don't
and
think
then,
it's just the water filling up your entire
no,
body?
I think you
That's gotta
drown
be
in
the-
your own blood. I think, as if I really care.
We need to hit something more positive.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesus.
What
Yeah,
what
let's-
positive?
Maybe
things are we
let's hit
talking
some
about?
birthdays. Celebrity
Birthdays.
Celebrity birthdays this week. We got Billy Joel.
Who's that? Kidding.
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. He played
He played the dude from
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. George Lucas on May 14th. Our guy Stevie Wonder on May 13th.
Okay, Steve.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh,
Can you believe? You won't believe how old she is.
40.
30 years old.
30 years old on May 14th. That's crazy.
What's her song name?
I know you see Oh, how well it'd be so wonderful. Yeah, boom. Anything else, Job?
That's just
we
so
wanna,
good.
we're about out of time here.
We're wrapping up here, but no,
I
got nothing.
You want to hit us with the phrase of the week?
Sure. No, you hit us with the phrase of the week.
No, Cooley can.
Oh, okay.
All right, quote or phrase of the week. Many receive advice, only the wise profit from it. Harper Lee.
Wow.
That sounds like
Well,
something you get out of a fortune
and I
cookie.
think that is this podcast. You received a lot of advice from us. This podcast. It just depends on how you interpret it and receive it.
Do you think?
Will you put it to use?
What would you do if you received a fortune cookie that says "Help me"?
Eat the cookie.
There's an old story about a fortune cookie that says, "I'm stuck in a fortune cookie factory. Help me."
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That's scary.
I don't think
That's something.
Oh! Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to read because we did this on the radio. I wanted to read the joke of the week. So this is the joke of the week, sponsored by ourselves. We talked about a lot of stuff today, including ducks. Why do ducks have feathers?
Feather?
Why do ducks have feathers?
Keep them warm.
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh,
Hey-oh! All right, that's enough. We've had fun here today. Thanks for joining us. Cools, thanks for welcoming thanks for what?
The return.
Thanks for coming back. Yeah, you're going to be back as a regular now, which is fun. We got guys off. Matt's off on vacation. Coach is busy, so who knows? Maybe we'll be back here next week with the same lineup. Who knows what's going on? Maybe we might do some more stuff. I'm looking to do some more fun stuff with all the guys and get some more things going, especially for the summer. But yeah, that's it for us here. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't watched this, go watch it. Had some good laughs, and we'll probably clip this together and put it on our TikTok or something. Go follow the TikTok. It's worth a follow. We got some fun stuff, but that'll do us. We're going to go grab a bite to eat, but until then, until next time, we'll see you here next time in the Pine Room. Bye-bye.
Well, it's that time. The coolers are empty, the food's all gone, and the games are over. But that's all right. There's always next week. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with future shows and send any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to discuss to contact@thepineroompodcast.com. Until then, we'll see you here next time in the Pine Room.